Hey everyone, it's Batlin, and this is a Batty Batlin Game Corner video. Today we're going to talk about Disney Dreamlight Valley. This is the early access to the simulation adventure game by Gameloft. In this video, I'll be talking about the 5 things I love about the game and 5 things I don't really like about the game. I do play this game on the Nintendo Switch. I love mobile devices, and I like to be able to walk around, go from room to room, wherever I feel comfortable playing this game, which is why Nintendo Switch is actually one of my favorite gaming consoles. Before I continue, please be aware that this is only my opinion and I don't claim to be a critic of any kind. I also want to point out, since this is an early access to the game, that I'm sure most of the things that everyone's getting frustrated about, they will come up with a solution when it is finally released. And updates are actually in the works. So to start off this video, here are 5 things I don't really like about the game. Number 5, storage space. You're given a limited amount of storage space in both your chest and pockets. If you save up enough money, you're able to buy more storage to hold up to 42 items in your own pocket, but that's not enough for the entire game. You'll be able to create these storage chests to store your items, but they'll only hold about 16 apiece, and your main house will eventually hold up to 48. But for the everyday player, they'll probably want to stay more organized since we have to constantly collect items. Hopefully this will be fixed come the release date so we don't have to have a whole room of chests. Number 4, all characters and storylines that are still unavailable. I think I speak for everyone when I say I want more characters in the game. The game has had updates like bringing in Scar, Buzz, Woody, and Stitch, but I honestly think they would have done well if all the characters, all the different worlds were just available from the very beginning. We have Belle in the freaking cover of Disney Dreamlight Valley, and her storyline is only rumored. We have Daisy, who's wondering where the heck she is out of Mickey and Friends, but only hint that we see is that she's on the front of Donald's boat. And unfortunately, I know the plan is to eventually release every single character for this Disney game, but I hope that they release them all at once at some point or another, letting us eventually level up and access every single world, every single character. And there's many doors in that castle, so I look forward to accessing every single one of those doors. My patience is running thin for it, and that's why it's on my list. Number 3, collecting. Now, I'm on both ends when it comes to collecting. I both find it relaxing and enjoyable, and other days I want to blow my own brains out, such as collecting clay or iron. They're the most irritating. You have to collect a certain amount of iron to make another certain amount of iron, and missions always want this one iron. It gets irritating. And of course, they had to make Kristoff's shed limited to buy. I can't even buy 99 anymore at a time. I get maybe 5, maybe 10. And then I wipe out his entire store since the update. And that has irritated me ever since. Number 2, the waiting. I'm perfectly okay with the waiting on the plants and how long it takes them to grow or revive. I'm perfectly okay with that because that's part of the game. But what I do kind of hate is the fact that, like I mentioned in number 3, Kristoff's shack will be cleaned out for the entire day, and I would have to wait for the next day for it to be full again. And no, I'm not the type to be time skipping or time traveling. I play day to day like normal. And it's the same with how Scrooge's shop works. If I clean it completely out, it won't be full until the very next day. So it's a little bit irritating of the waiting because I have no patience when it comes to favorited games. Number 1, glitches and crashes. This is an early access of the game, so I am going to give it the benefit of the doubt that this can be fixed upon when its free release comes out. But this happens almost on an hourly basis. I'll be hanging out with my favorite characters, collecting stuff for a mission, and they'll be glitching out. And I'm kind of wondering, are they okay? Or They'll be harvesting with me and they'll pick up something, but I'm like, where are my extra pumpkins? Oh, there they are. They're all over the forest and I have to pick up every single one by one by one. Oh, and then the game will crash. Now, mind you, I have never really lost any kind of important mission or placement in the game or items that are hard to find. When it crashes, it's actually saved enough times where I still have everything. And I'm also very OCD about saving every other time whenever I get something big or finish something. So nothing that big has happened yet, but now you know why this is the number one on my list of things I don't like about this game. Now for the fun part. The reasons why I absolutely love this game. Number 5, growing and collecting. I know I used this for one of the reasons why I didn't like the game, but as you remember, I feel both ways on this end. There's something very satisfying in collecting all the material and just saving it, even if you don't use it to build things for your village or house. That's always satisfying by itself, but being overly prepared is something that soothes me very much. Such as, I will always mine for hours and then have many jewels in my storage chests, and then a mission comes up and I need said jewel that's a little hard to find, but I will have 2 saved up over a period of 10 days, and boom, I'm able to complete that mission within just a couple minutes because I've saved it. Now, growing has been very satisfying because I actually feel like I'm being paid for the work that I did. It does take a long time for certain things to grow. Pumpkin takes about 4 hours and you still have to water it once again. You pray for the rain when that happens. But there's something oddly satisfying in harvesting and planting and putting in the work and then getting tons of money for it. You feel like you've actually earned that. So that's why this is number 5 on my list. Number 4, the storyline. I think the storyline for Dreamlight Valley and every single individual character is very thought out and creative. The Forgotten is what's causing everyone to forget who they are, forget their memories, and our whole entire mission is to restore it and one by one help every single character. And even with characters connected with other characters that had nothing to do with them in certain movies or shows, but they still connect because they're in the Disney universe. Such as Donald saying we need to investigate on a mysterious alien with the socks, and the alien ends up being Stitch. This was very well thought out and very Disney, which is why it's on my number 4. Number 3, character design. We're able to modify our own personal characters into anything we want. We can basically do what Sims does, modify the eye, change the hair color, change the outfits, everything. There's new outfits in Scrooge's store almost every day. We can do our own style. We can even create our own clothes. I'm overall impressed by this new development of character design in this game. It's one of the reasons why I purchased the big package early release because of everything that it comes with. It comes with little creatures you can have by your side unless you didn't unlock it. And you can also have many different outfits that match your own home. It's beyond what I thought it would be, because I'm sure I spent a good 3.5 hours playing around with the design of my own personal character before I even started the game. This is definitely on my top 5. Number 2, the Disney feeling. This is for Disney fans. It definitely gives off that whole magical feeling of classic characters, new characters, and the whole defeating the evil that is befallen the kingdom. But if you're a little villainous yourself, you can join the villains themselves and be friends with them, but at the same time saving everyone and bringing balance to the whole entire world, changing it up, making it just as magical as ever, the way you picture Disney would be or your own Disney World would be. This definitely gives off a Disney feel to a Disney game. It's definitely the reason I really love and bought this game. I'm a Disney fan, and it gave off that entire Disney feel. I haven't felt this kind of Disney feel since Epic Mickey, so that's why it's number 2 on my list. And coming in at number 1, redesigning. We are able to completely redesign the entire layout of Disney Dreamlight Valley into any creative thing we want. We can make it look like a little park. We can make it look like a little valley, city, anything. I've seen so many different designs online that people have just creatively come up with. It is the main reason why people bought this game, so that they can come up with their own designs and versions of Disney in their own world. And it is 100% time consuming, but it is actually worth it. I've spent probably 3 to 5 days redesigning my entire Disney Dreamlight Valley, and finally I've gotten the design that I've decided to keep, and this is it. I might create more, but no, this is what I've always pictured. This is what I like, and the end result is just so satisfying. And that's definitely why this is my number 1 reason why I've loved this game. It definitely gives off the feeling of what Animal Crossing gave off, only Disney version. Well, I want to personally thank you guys for watching my full video. I am pretty new to this whole YouTube thing, so I am okay if you guys give me harsh criticism or let me know how I did, and leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. I will be doing more Disney Dreamlight Valley videos in the future. I just wanted to start off with my 5 favorite things about the game and 5 things that I don't really like about the game. So I do plan on more videos than just this. And if you want to see other game reviews, please comment below and let me know what game I should try out so that maybe I can give a review on that as well. Thank you again. Have a great day, guys.